How We Make Movies is brought to you by Microsoft Surface, Assimilate, Azo and AJA, Moviola, and Canon Hollywood.
You know, I've had best friends on here. I've had sisters on here. I've never had a father-son team. And I really just have to say how much I love the dynamic. And, you know, I can tell that you're so proud of him, but so much...
I am exceedingly proud of him, Mark.
Well, likewise.
He's got, you know what he did? I want to tell you a couple Mark stories, if I may, because he won't tell them. Okay, when he was wanted to get into animation. So we lived in the New York area at the time, and I knew a lot of people in the business, so I took him to some of my friends to see if I could get him a summer job. I think he was 13 or 14, in New York, in the animation field, because that was what he wanted to be in. And we went to a couple of people, but one of them I vividly remember, he said, "Oh, kid, there's no future in animation. It's dead. Just give it up. It's all live action today. Don't think of animation." He said, "No, I want to do it." And so then we came out here to Cal Arts. I happened to have work here. I came out here to California, to Cal Arts, which is California Arts Institute, a great school for animation, endowed by Disney. And we went in and sweet-talked the nice lady who was in charge of enrollment, and he was a year or two early. He was 17 at the time. He had to be 18 to get in there, but he had a pretty hot portfolio, and they took him. So in the 4 years he was at Cal Arts, he, among other things, he won a student Oscar for a film he did. That was his first one, anyway, and then the Emmys followed that. I mean, how could you not be proud of your son like that?
I love that.
I mean, and then here's the funny thing. So he had 4 years to put in at Cal Arts, and he made the most of it, because it was not just only animation. It was a film school, and he was also doing animation. So he was getting live action as well as animation, the history of cinema, all sorts of things like that. Very enriching. But what happened is suddenly animation came back. The Flintstones arrived. And what happened is a lot of the old filmmakers in animation were no longer around, because they'd come in the 30s with Disney, and they were out of the business. There was a shortage of animators. So he had to leave school a couple months early. They did graduate him to work on the Flintstones because it was a shortage of animators. So that was like, that makes me feel so excited for him, and it's the pride I feel in him.
I think that's a big part of your story too, like that you have followed your heart and you do what you want to do and what you're interested in, and it kind of has worked out for you in other ways too.
Mark has a capability of doing whatever he wants to do.
I love that.